Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going today? So the other night, I got a chance to get out and see Red Sparrow, otherwise known as the unofficial Black Widow movie. So I saw it a couple nights ago, so I've had a little bit of time to sit on it and kind of digest it. And honestly, guys, I'm still a little bit perplexed as to what the fuck I just watched. Like, it's not a bad movie by any stretch, but I'm just really fucking struggling to call it a good movie at this point. Overall synopsis, Jennifer Lawrence plays a ballerina who gets injured, has to support her sick mother, and then somehow she becomes a Russian secret agent. And then you have Joel Edgerton's character who's an American spy, and then a whole bunch of spy shit goes down. Now, on the surface of the movie, this is actually a really fucking well-directed movie. And a lot of it had to do with the performances. Like, the vast majority of the acting in this movie is pretty fucking good. The only actor who I really didn't give a shit about in the movie was probably Joel Edgerton. Not because he's a bad actor, but just because I've seen him do way better, and I just felt like he didn't give as much of a shit in this movie as he normally does. And I enjoyed a lot of the music in the movie because James Newton Howard's a really fucking good composer. And as far as each scene, like, the only way to describe my feelings are that each scene physically looked tense. Emotionally is a different story, I'll talk about that in a second. But the fight and or action scenes in this movie were really fucking intense because there is physical violence and sexual things and just adult matters that it kind of like tackled in a visual sense that you don't normally see in a movie. This movie was not afraid to show you what it's like in real life when somebody gets harmed, I guess is the most vague way I could put it. In other words, this movie had no qualms with showing you everything. So I gotta give the movie some props. Like, it had gigantic balls of steel. However, when it came to the emotional impact and just the overall flow of the story, it was really hard for me to connect with it. This is gonna sound weird, but the movie left too much for you to assume about how you should feel about something. Like, there are certain scenes, particularly in the third act, where like the scene is like building up tension. Like, you can tell the way the music builds up or the characters or just like whatever's going on in the scene, you can tell that something tense is happening, but like the ramifications of that tensity are just left for you to assume. Like, what, like, nobody's a fucking spy, so nobody knows what happens next, really. Like, random examples, say somebody gets assassinated, usually A, B, and C happen right afterwards, and a movie will generally explain that to you, but this movie kind of leaves you to your own devices to like kind of figure it out, I felt like. It's like if you and your significant other are about to get down to business in the bedroom, and then they randomly just walk in the room with a butt plug and a handful of lube. And they give you this funny look, and you're confused, and you have to ask, is that going inside of you or me? And they just say, oh, you know what's happening next. And you're thinking to yourself, actually, no, I don't. That's why I'm asking the fucking question. In other words, this movie did not tell you where the butt plug was going. On top of that, there were several things that didn't need to be in the movie. For example, the first 15 to 20 minutes of her being a ballerina and going through the accident and all that shit, I don't think that was necessary. Instead, you could have started the movie with Jennifer Lawrence getting interrogated by a KGB officer, and the camera occasionally makes a quick cut back into the past. So you could have taken that whole thing and just shortened it up to like less than 5 minutes. And it was confusing because the movie really mostly focused on Jennifer Lawrence's character, but then there's the whole storyline between her and Joel Edgerton. It's like the movie didn't have like a particular through line, I felt like. On top of that, I wasn't totally sure if the movie wanted me to root for a certain character or not. But anyway, overall, guys, I would say, again, it's not a bad movie. I'm not 100% sure what it was trying to accomplish. So for a score, based on everything I've said, I'm gonna give it a 6.2 out of 10. If you're really into Jennifer Lawrence, you're really into spy thrillers, or you're really just a super curious moviegoer, I would say go and check it out. But if you're just a casual movie fan, I would say wait till it comes out on VOD or Netflix or something like that. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Have you seen this movie? Have you even heard of it? Hop in the comments. Let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this review, give me a like, subscribe, do all that other bullshit, and I will catch you guys later.